Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Lupin the third part 5 episode number 19 and 20 reaction. Okay, the previous episode I reacted to one episode. It was Fujiko. It was a episode centered around Fujiko where we get to see how she tries to give Lupin a gift because of some kind of a reason. There was like some special day which Lupin didn't remember, unfortunately, because he was drunk, and even when he was not drunk he didn't remember. She tries to do that, but we all know what Fujiko is. She doesn't really, she's quite embarrassed to actually go into these type of emotional things, so she tries to make Lupin remember that yeah, there is something going on, but he doesn't remember. Or she also tries to make Lupin find the gift by himself by putting it into the toilet cistern. But Lupin isn't able to do any of that. He's just too dumb to realize, especially in these type of situations. So yeah, and by the end Fujiko realizes, like, yeah, I know what type of person Lupin is. He wouldn't understand all of these things, but as a person, he does care about me, and that's all that is needed. When Lupin says, like, oh, like, just tell me if there's any problem you need help with, we always help you out, this time we'll also do it, don't need any share of the treasure or whatever. And she was like, you know what, fine. And she brings it and keeps it on the table. Unfortunately, typical Lupin, he didn't even realize what it is. He throws it away. But Fujiko, in the end, Fujiko was like, what can we do? Nothing you can do about, and just smiles. So yeah, that's how it was. It was an interesting episode. We kind of got to see a different part of Fujiko, and yeah. So let's see what happens today in this episode. These two episodes. Let's see what it is. Like, I'm kind of curious about when they're going to start the newest arc. I'm guessing it will probably be the final few episodes. This is the 19th episode, so 6 more episodes left, including this one. I'm guessing we'll still have some more standalone episodes, and then probably the final 2 episodes of the final 4 episodes will be the climax. Let's see what it happens. Okay, let us begin. This is episode 19. So yeah, I'll be putting the subtitles on the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Whistling, yes. Bolt. Whoa, who's this? Middle of nowhere? What is this place? Like, it's like a desert or something. Hmm. Hmm. All right. 7.62 millimeter Mirage. Okay, so it is in the desert. Northern Africa. Hmm. Oh God. Oh wow. Yep. Obviously he's going to say that. Okay, who's what? Oh my God. Wait, this guy missed? Or was he actually aiming? No, I don't know. Wow. Shut up. A video? Oh, okay, it's for the ammunition. P4. Gilbertstein. Oh, is this like a recurring character? Elderly. So that person deliberately chose, oh my God. He was just randomly shooting people. What the hell? If this is how you invite people, here we go. Because that now that he's playing chess with him now. I'm guessing the sniper will try to aim at using this opportunity. Hmm. Yeah. What are the stakes? Okay. Where's the sniper? Yeah. Okay, so Zenigata is also. This is. Oh, sorry. Mirage. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Oh boy. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, obviously he's going to come. Oh, then now what? Like, oh, Rupan probably provided him sniper. I don't know. I feel like that's a dummy. That's way too obvious. Yeah, it's a dummy. No, it's moving. Or who knows? Maybe it's just because of the wind. Yep, it's a dummy. It had like the rope. Oh god. Ooh, that's why it was moving. Now, obviously, his location is. Wait a minute. Is that a girl? My god. This is happening and then. Like, just. He's probably doing this for the thrill, like this old man. Yeah, he's doing it for the thrill. Like a what? Okay. Ooh, young man. Yep, it's a girl. Oh god. Oh, twist of fate. Oh wow. Oh, okay, that's why Mirage. Hmm. When he fought with Jigen? Oh my god. Oh really? Really? I doubt that. Oh, oh my god, yo, she knew. She knew that he wouldn't go from the top, but oh my god, it's an incendiary round. Damn! Damn! Oh my god. Ooh, that was quick. How? How is that possible? She probably saw the shine of the rope. That's why instinctively she yeah dodged. Oh no, never mind. It's a freaking drone moving with the times. Which one? Both. Yep. You have too much fun, old man. Oh boy. Yeah, he got hit by the round. Wait, she was pregnant? Then why did she again like? Oh, this must be her mother, Mirage's mother, or I don't know. The gun. Oh no, maybe this is Mirage. Okay, let's see. There is a chance this is her mom because they like lost his her parent. Oh no, it is Mirage. I was okay. So then why is she here then? No, you know what? I feel like it is her daughter. It's not Mirage. I think, and she has taken up her mom's name, something like that. Because this doesn't seem like her. She'd be way older. That's her daughter. I'm pretty sure now. Damn, like I've never seen snipers fight like this. Like snipers are usually, they stationary in one place, always keeping an eye. And as soon as their position is out, they leave immediately. Oh, damn. Yo, Jigen's getting tired. Wow. Okay, who's gonna win? Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Wow, she's controlling that recoil. Oh, don't let your guard down. Oh no, she's reloading. Okay, okay. There it is. There's the bullet. Oh, the scope. Oh no. Oh wait, whoa. Oh, nice. Oh boy, got to taste of your own medicine. Well, is it fun now? Yeah. Yeah, it's gone. It cannot shoot anymore. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. I was like, yeah. Well, good for you. I don't think you can. Yep, I knew it. It's not. It's not her. It's her daughter. I'm pretty sure. Oh no! Wait. No, wait. It is. He shot it up. What? What did he do? What? Oh my god. All right. That's crazy. Okay, let's see. Yep. Is it up? There you go. I knew it. Yeah, that's the question. Still fighting. Very sick. Okay. Yeah. Well, what else could she do? I don't know. No, her mom's life is on the line. Uh, no, I don't think the old man's gonna pay you anymore. Okay. Oh, 1 million. Okay. Hmm. Stop chasing a mirage. Hmm. Like, yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but her mom, like, like she has a choice. That's the thing. I'll bear the weight. Hmm. Okay, there you go. Okay, now one thing I need to say here, like obviously it might seem as if like, oh, Jigay made a decision for her. Like she wanted to like, like what can I say, like, continue in this profession. But this is the thing that people who have actually fought in wars and all, they understand the horrors of war. So obviously if they see someone actually having a second option other than going towards this type of a profession, they'll always tell them that don't go towards like, killing people. If you have a choice, try to do something else, because they understand, it's not a question of, oh, giving her the right to choose her own life. It's the fact that this type of life, this war and this fighting, it's not worth it. Even if you have the choice of choosing your own life and the freedom to become someone like, like a mercenary or something like this, like always constantly in war, all people who have actually experienced war will always try to stop you from going choosing that direction, because that's the thing, it's not worth it. Like maybe there'll be money, there'll be a lot of money in it, but you'll die sooner or later. And this thing never, okay, and this thing never leaves your back at all. If you start going this path, you'll always get stuck in this path, and sooner or later it will be a matter of time that you'll just die. Then what's money worth then, if you don't even have your life? It's not only herself, but her mom is also dependent on her. Her mom will also like, be very sad if something happens to her. So all these things included, I feel like, yeah, and not only Jigen, like anyone who's gone through these type of things, war, battle, taking lives, they'll always try to steer the younger generation. If they have the choice to do something else, they'll always try to steer them away from war, because they know the horrors of it. So that's basically what even Mirage wanted for her daughter. She herself and her wanted her daughter to be out of this whole mess. But now her daughter has taken up arms to, you know, to save her mother. So Jigen was like, no, like, even though he knew that a day might come that she will be even better than her mom, and he saw the potential in her. He did not want her to go in that direction. She could become the best mercenary in this whole goddamn universe, you know. But Jigen doesn't want, not that just Jigen want that, nor does her mom want that. And that's why he tried to steer her in a different direction and say that, oh, you're doomed. You'll never be able to become like your mom. He lied so that she doesn't come back in this whole thing. Because it's not worth it. Like, by the end, it's really not worth it. So yeah, like, that's basically what happened. This is how I see this whole thing. And yeah, I feel like Jigen did the sensible thing here, as a person who has went through all of this mess before. He stopped someone from going into this hell, from walking into this hell. Like, because Jigen and her mom, I'm pretty sure they didn't have any choice. They had to go in this direction to survive. While she, Mirage's daughter, she does have a choice. She will have a choice after Lupin, helps her out with the money. So just wash your hands off these things. Go in a proper direction. Okay, this episode we begin with a little teaser of what's going to happen. We see Lupin and this man playing chess, and yeah. So then we begin this episode with Lupin in what is that? Like an open air cafe or something like that. Just like I'm waiting for his meal, and talking with that waitress. So I'm pretty sure Mirage's daughter here deliberately did not shoot Lupin. She could have done that. She deliberately didn't shoot Lupin because his employer, her employer, that old man, probably said that, oh, try and make trouble for people beside Lupin, people close to Lupin, who's there at that moment present. Try and do that, and that'll get him, because that's what the old man wanted. The old man wanted to play a game with Lupin, this whole thing. So he did not want to kill him. That's why he told her that, oh, don't shoot Lupin, shoot others around him. So that, Lupin is a person who is bothered by these type of things. He doesn't like other people getting into messy situations because of his own problems. He doesn't want others to get dragged into his own messes. That's why that's the best way to summon Lupin, and it worked. It did work. They shot the waitress, and later on we see Lupin was like, yeah, Lupin was like, yeah, because of me, the waitress got into this mess. Like, I feel bad. And even after that, they didn't pay that much. Lupin and Jigen didn't pay that much attention to this whole thing. Like, they were kind of bothered by this. Lupin was bothered by it, but Jigen was like, yeah, let me go to sleep. But it kept continuing. That was not the end. Later on, we get to see another shootout has happened. Another sniper, another person has been shot by a sniper, and it is called, the bullets had this letters D4, which is obviously a hint to who is the person who's trying to summon him. Old Gilberstein, that's his name. Now, I'm guessing this guy probably came in one of the previous seasons. I've not completely watched season 2 and 3. I kind of watched a few episodes, like I did, reacted to a few episodes. So maybe in those seasons, this guy was there. I'm not quite sure. Like, sometimes Lupin, brings out characters who we've seen in previous episodes. So maybe he's one of those people. Anyways, this guy is this like his way of calling him out, and yeah, so this whole thing continues, and we get to see that obviously by the end Rupan was like, you know what, let me go and deal with him, because otherwise this guy is going to keep continuing this, and Rupan doesn't want other people to get involved in his messes. So he reaches a place, like an empty place, like a desert place. It's like a little house. It's like a table with some alcohol and a chessboard with some chess pieces over there. So there you go. Rupan comes in, sits down, and he's like, all right, so what's the bet this time? And he says like 1 million euro or something like that. How much does he say? I'm not quite sure. Anyways, he tells a big sum of money. And yeah, now we go to a little flashback where we see Rupan actually researching about the person who is trying, who might be the person who's trying to get them. And from the search history of Zilberstein, he realized that he was searching for someone called Mirage. And he's like, oh, okay, Jigen, do you know someone called Mirage, a sniper? And Jigen is like, yeah, like, you know, he doesn't say anything like he or she. He gives it like, you know, like he says in a way that it doesn't come out whether the person is a male or a female. So Jigen says like, yeah, we fought together, and so he, like, you know, like the Mirage is very strong, like, you know, like it was like, you know, I fought with Mirage, and I got to know that. And he keeps talking about all of this, and then Lupin is like, oh, not to worry, I have even a better sniper with me. Love how Jigen is like, what is that? I've got an even better sniper watching my back after all. And Jigen says, maybe I'll help you track down this sniper friend who's got your back. And Lupin's like, what the hell? Like, you know, you know who I'm talking about. Just go to the bathroom and look at the mirror. And by the end, Jigen was like, all right, fine, I'm going to help you out. And I did not bring my rifle though, so I'm guessing Lupin probably had to arrange him a rifle after that. Okay, so now we're back to the present, and we see Lupin is there. He's going to start the game of chess, while Jigen and Mirage are like in the opposite sides of the two mountains. So their battle begins. At first, Jigen tracks and spots like a snipe someone, like a little dummy type of thing, and he immediately realizes that this is not Mirage, it's someone else. But obviously, this is like a whole trap laid for him. So he decides to take and, like, you know, like fall into the trap deliberately. He knew it, that this is a trap, but he still shot because he needed to know where Mirage is. Now this is obviously extremely dangerous, because for snipers, whoever's position is comes out at the beginning, that person is in the loss. Like, you know, if your position is out, it's over. So the sniper's going to get you. So in a battle between two snipers, it's always wise to try to change your position if as soon as your position is out. But here Jigen decided to take the bait, and he shot. Now obviously, after seeing from where he shot, the what's her name, Mirage's daughter, was able to realize that, oh, he's over there. So she easily got the positioning. Now this starts, like, you know, the gun fight, like, you know, the sniper, like, you know, the fighting begins. And while this whole battlefield is, like, you know, this is happening, this whole battle is happening on top, Lupin and Zilberstein is just underneath playing chess. And Zilberstein is like, oh, like, you know, I just can't wait to see your head pop open like a watermelon in front of me. And I'm like, god damn, this old man has a lot of spunk. He's too excited. Oh god. And that's what he's doing. Like he's basically like he's like an old man, you know. He talks about how he doesn't like know what to do in his life or whatever. So he's just like trying to feel excitement or whatever. It's almost like it's almost like like uh, he's old, so it wouldn't surprise us if he dies anytime soon. Like like so he's trying to find that last excitement in his life. I guess that's like his way. That's why he's this reckless and he's like, haha, like like I want to see your head explode in front of me, Lupin. So I guess that's what he's doing, and he's liking the excitement. The whole bet that he also made with Lupin about the chess game, that is also a source of a sort of excitement, So all those included, I'm guessing that's what he's trying to do. Now that's why he's made this whole thing about calling out Lupin and like playing this bet, and like because like he just made this situation like Lupin didn't try to mess with him. He just called Lupin and brought him into this whole mess. So yeah, that's what basically what he's trying to do. He's just bored. That's basically what it was. Now he tries talking to like kind of talks to Lupin and says that, do you know that Mirage was a woman? Now here's the thing. I at the beginning also thought it was a man. So now after few moments when they showed that person, the top portion of the eyes, I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't look like a man. That's a woman. And yep, I was correct. Like it is a woman, and and Rupan is. Silverstone is like, oh, I feel like your like friend did not tell you that. And Rupan kind of jokes. He's like, oh, maybe he was scared that I'm going to snatch her away or something. So here, why I was able to realize this is probably her daughter is because this old man says that she became a Civil War refugee after her parents were killed in front of her. Now, obviously, at that moment, I did not know that her mom was alive because they told that later on. What I thought was that, oh, like her mom died, who was the original Mirage, and that's why later on she took up her mom's name and is continuing this whole thing, this mercenary thing, this mercenary sniper thing. So I thought that was what was going on. This is not that same Mirage, because there's a lot of things that kind of made me feel like this is not Mirage. First of all, she would have been way older. Like when the flashback we saw her and Jigen, she was like at a closer age to Jigen, maybe a little younger than Jigen, but maybe 5 or 6 years younger. But that's it. This girl looks way younger. Like like her her height, her everything, like her physique and everything. She didn't look like Mirage at all. It was in no way. Even her like eyes and everything, there would be a little bit of, what can I say, like old age coming out if that was actually Mirage. She looked way younger than Mirage, and I was like, yep, it must be her daughter, because we saw in the flashback she was pregnant. So what I thought was that, oh, her mom probably died and that's why she took up her name. But later on we get to know that her mom hasn't died, but like is sick. That's why she's trying to do all of this. But then why did this guy say that her parents were killed in front of her? Oh, maybe she lied or something. I guess she lied. Probably said something like that. Now, Ruban said, how did she end up as a sniper? You could call it a twist of fate. Her refugee camp was attacked by some vicious insurgent guerrillas, you see. And question mark? She picked up the rifle of a dead French soldier who had been attempting to protect the camp. She was one hell of a hunter. Took after her father. Grew up to be a superlative sniper. Okay, so there you go. So yeah, now that's the thing, basically. So this old man talking about her, like saying how like, oh, she grew up, like being feared, this and that. All these made me realize that yeah, this is not her. Like this is definitely not Mirage. It's her daughter. So like yeah, how like this old man is also like like I don't know how much is he, like 70, 80. I'm guessing Mirage is in her 50s now. So how could this old man get to see her grow up? Impossible. If that was Mirage, it must be Mirage's daughter. So that's like, that's why I was like, yeah, that's definitely her daughter. And okay, now after that, he talks about how he hired her for a few times. And okay, so all that stuff, and then in the end, I love the fact that um Jigen is like, you're not Jigen, sorry, Lupin is like, you're not telling the important info. She says like, is she a good lady or something like that? She says, is she a fox or something like that? He says, and he laughs and he's like, oh yes, your beloved Fujiko Mine pales in comparison. And I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. In no way it is possible. Okay, so after that, we start again the whole shootout, and we see Jigen and her battling it out. Now we see her using some incendiary rounds. I think that's what they're called, the ones that, like, start burning as soon as it gets you. Like it, like the HEIAP rounds. I think that's probably like the name of it. Yeah, it's not explosive rounds. And that was not like, if it was explosive round, it would blow up. So it's incendiary rounds, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, she was shooting, and yeah, the flames were like, going, and like, I've never seen any type of anime like, use the, like, I've only seen this in games, in video games, like, incendiary rounds. What else? Explosive rounds, like, a few other different types of rounds I've seen, like sniper rounds. So it was interesting to see that here. And she's like burning the whole place down, and Jigen gets kind of hit here. Now after that, we see Jigen shoot back, but she just dodged it like some kind of a superhero with some, like, slow motion vision or whatever. I'm like, how is that possible? But then we realize like, he's just like, she's just using a drone. And like, Jigen still doesn't know. Jigen still doesn't know that this is not Mirage. He's like, oh, you're like, moving on with the, like, modern times, aren't you? Because the original Mirage never used these tactics. So he shoots the drone, and yeah. So this old man and Rupan are still playing, and the old man is like, oh, this is so fun. I feel so alive now. Yeah, obviously. Now next we get to see Jigen in a flashback, and here is where I realized like, yep, this is. It took me a while after that, but I realized that this must be her daughter, because we see her pregnant, like, Mirage, and we see her saying how, like, I'll be starting a new fight, the baby, and she says that I'll be stronger than ever. I'm actually fighting for someone else, and yeah, she says in the end, I'll, like, the rifle, she's like, yes, I'll carry the weight, and they hug it out. And she also said that, I have survived up until now because I never had to fight against you, Jigen. So obviously a lot of question pops up from here, like the question that I also had. I was like, why did she come back then? Is her daughter, like, is her daughter in any type of, like, trouble or something, that she has to take up her gun again? And then I suddenly realized, like, wait a minute, maybe it's the reverse. It's not her daughter that, because of why she's taken up her gun, but it's actually the daughter who's taken up the gun for her mother. And since they're not showing her face, it matches. This must be Mirage's daughter. Like, everything was pointing in that direction, that this must be her daughter. So yeah, and that is also why she's this, like, ruthless fighting against Jigen, because she doesn't know him. If this was Mirage, she wouldn't fight like this against Jigen, at least. So, like, yeah, now the battle continues, and this guy these two are, like, handling a sniper rifle as if it's like a normal gun. Like, they're just running around with the sniper rifle and just shooting. I'm guessing this is probably like a lightweight sniper rifle, like, probably not, because there's some sniper rifles which are like huge and they cannot be used like this, like, like Jigen was actually holding it like this and shooting. It's kind of really difficult to use a sniper rifle like that, because First of all, the recoil and obviously the weight of the thing. So I'm guessing these are probably like not like, what can I say? These are probably like some kind of a lightweight sniper rifle or something like that. Either way, um, okay, yeah. All right. Either way, they like keep fighting, and we see in the bottom, Rupan has done the checkmate, and the old man is like, oh, like it's still not over, and Rupan's like, oh, you're talking about on top, and he's like, yeah. So the battle resumes. Both of them are tired, but this girl, she realizes like, all right, let me do something. She shoots multiple times like that, and I'm like, god damn, she's controlling that recoil, my god. And she just shoots like as if it's like a normal thing, like just like that. And she shoots down the whole like remains of that place. It falls on top of Jigen, and they see her his like hat, his cap come out. And obviously it's not over for Jigen. I knew he must have done something to get out of that. So Jigen shoots back and gets her the what do you call that lever that they pull to reload the bullet into the chamber. That one, he shoots that, and obviously because of the impact, that thing comes off, and so does the aim that she was aiming towards Rupan, that come off as well. So the bullet goes down. It ricochets into the ground, from the ground, hits the old man's leg. And I'm like, okay, so the old man is lucky, that it actually ricocheted from the ground and hit him. If it directly hit him in his leg, he probably would have to, like, his a leg would probably be gone. It would not even exist. The bullet hitting the ground definitely took out half of its momentum, even more of its momentum, I'm guessing. But still, it was that fast that it hit him, and he actually got like a bullet wound. Like he probably got like a wound from like a normal pistol. The amount of force that a normal pistol bullet has, like a revolver bullet has, that was the velocity and the momentum that the bullet probably hit him. A sniper rifle is way more destructive, and they were using like some huge bullets. Those were some huge bullets. So if it hit him directly in his leg, his leg would have probably be just gone. Like this part would probably be completely destroyed. He would probably have to amputate his leg. But yeah, thankfully it hit the ground and it didn't hit him. So he went off way easier. And he fell down and just screaming. He's like, my god. And I'm like, yeah, do you feel alive now? He was just a few moments ago, he was saying like, oh, I don't feel so alive. I'm pretty sure he feels extremely alive now. There's that one word, what's that called? Like, you feel pain because you're alive or something like that. Perfect for this situation, So yeah, I'm pretty sure the old man he's extremely alive. So he falls down and he keeps playing the game. He's like, king e3, this and that, and he then goes unconscious completely. Now after that, Miraj's daughter comes in and tries to hit Rupan using the gun, because she cannot reload the gun anymore, and she doesn't have enough time. Like, I guess you could probably make a makeshift thing, a lever, I don't know, attach some kind of a thing to the broken part and use it as like a makeshift lever to put in the bullet. But she didn't have that time, I guess, because Jigen is also aiming for her. So she decides to just come in and hit Rupan with a gun. as a baseball bat. She's like, yes, tries to get Rupan. But I'm like, yeah, like obviously in the gun department she might be way more superior to Rupan, but here, hand-to-hand combat, Rupan has way more experience, so she cannot do anything. Rupan gets her, and then her thing comes out, the thing that she was covering her face with, and I was like, okay, let's see if this is actually her daughter or not. And obviously Jigen is surprised. Jigen's like, what the hell, who is this? And yeah, that kind of gave us the answer. Then this girl asks Jigen that how were you able to survive? And Jigen said like he actually shot the broken remain so many times at the same place that it kind of tilted to a side. And like the revolver that he used was probably extremely, what can I say, like extremely strong. Like I guess like like revolvers do have like a few revolvers do have that amount of strength in the bullets that it can probably topple like a whole thing. And that's probably what happened. It was like point blank range that he shot at the same place multiple times, so he was able to get away with no injuries because of that. So after that, Jigen is like, who are you? And she says like she's her daughter. And Lupin guessed it, I think Lupin guessed it, yeah. And she says my mother's still fighting. She's very sick. She won't get better unless we take her to a hospital in Europe. So she lied to the old man about her how her mom died or something like that. Or maybe she never told him. He just thought, like he just assumed that, oh, her mom is dead, but her mom was alive. Okay. And she says like, but we don't have that kind of money. And Lupin says, so when you heard about this job, you applied for it yourself. And obviously Jigen is like stop, like Mirage left the battlefield to so that she can raise you right, this and that, and why are you back here again? And she says that but then what should I do? She told me if I had a reason to fight, she won't stand in my way. Well, this is that time. If I don't fight for her now, when will I take up arms? And then she's like, so can you like make my mom like better again? Like we don't have the money. And Lupin's like, it's okay, like like the fight is over. Lupin says that I'll provide you with what you need soon enough, because he did lose the bet. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to give you your share. So now here, like I said, Jigen later on tells her a little lie. He says that, oh, you won't be able to become like your mom, no matter how hard you try, should get away from this whole thing. I'm going to take your gun and you try and find something else for your life, and tell your mom that I got rid of it, the gun, and she'll understand. And then he leaves. Now this scene, like I said, like this was a little lie that Jigen said, because later on Jigen tells Lupin that yeah, she would be even a better shot than Mirage if she kept going at it. And but he still did this. Now we can see two things over here. First of all, her mom told her that if you find any reason to fight, you should take it up. And that's why she decided to start fighting and take up arms. But like I said, like even though this is her decision, like, and every person should be given a freedom to choose what they want of their life, I feel like what Jigen did here was sensible, because like people who have gone through war, they know the horrors of war way better than anyone else, and they don't want any of the youngsters to follow them into that kind of hell. So Jigen, as a sensible adult, he told her a little lie, a little white lie, so that she doesn't, like she has a choice. She can do other things as well. Obviously being a mercenary and being a sniper pays way a lot, it's going to pay a lot. And she was doing all of this for her mom, but now that that problem is gone, now that Lupin said like, yeah, I'll provide you enough for everything, she doesn't need to come back to this whole thing. Take the money, go to your mom, like make her all right, and then try to go for something else. If she comes into this hell, that is war, no, it's only a matter of time that she's going to die. It's going to take her away her life. And obviously like her mom doesn't want that, neither does she want that. So like war only takes, so if there's a choice that you have that you should not, or you can go in some other direction instead of this, you should always take that choice. And Jigen and her mom probably had to go and like in this path because they had no other choice, but she has one. Now that the money problem is gone, now that Lupin is going to provide her enough to like like to heal her mother, she has a choice now. She can do something else. So that's why Jigen was told that lie, so that she never comes back in this profession, because it's not worth it by the end. Like it'll never leave you behind. You're going to continue hounding your life forever. And who knows, like one day by the end of it, you'll probably die in some battlefield all alone, just no one beside you. And yeah, so yeah, and I feel that that was a sensible way, because that was a good thing. So yeah, so after that, obviously in the end, Rupan was like, oh, should I carry the gun? And he was like, no, this is my weight to bear, because he was the one who told her. So yeah, all right, that was a nice episode. So, oh, and Rupan, as in the end, Rupan also says that thanks Jigen for covering me. Yeah, so let's start. That was episode number 19. Let us begin with the next episode, which is episode 20. So yeah, I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. What the? Who was this? Is that Zenigata? What the hell is going on? I recognize those eyes. I was like, what the hell? This is Zenigata. Wait, so is he like undercover or something? Why is he? Okay, he's definitely undercover. Probably like some kind of a master plan to trap Ruban or something. Or maybe something else, who knows? Hmm. Okay. No title? Ooh. Yeah. I doubt that. I doubt that. Yeah. Hmm. Yevgeny. Wow. Okay. A lot of. Okay, there you go. That's the title. Zenigata Gentleman. Alright, really? Wow. Okay. Oh, there you go. This, I think that's Zenigata. You have competition, Rupan. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yep, there you go. I was like, when are they going to meet? Rupan, Rupan's like, wait, are my eyes okay, or do I need to get it checked? That explains everything. Yes, that for example. I also thought about that, but who knows? Yeah. Yep, it's them again. Yeah. Oh, this is Rupan. Yep. Hello, Zenigata. Oh god, the panic button. What? Why is he doing this? He's like, I'm a professional thief now. This is so weird. This is so weird. Wait, maybe this is not Zenigata. Maybe this is someone disguising as Zenigata who is disguising as someone else. I don't know. Why is he not talking? If it's. Oh, thank you. He wanted to do that. His hands was itching. Fallen from grace. What? Come on, Goemon. Oh boy. Okay. Nice. Oh! Oh! Great. First, like, what the hell? Like. Lupin's like, oh my god, Seneca is better as a police officer. Like, this is way more troublesome. Oh! Oh, they got one. They can probably interrogate him now. Yeah. Oh, going on. Yes! Okay, move. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It is Zenigata. Because he's a thief. Yeah. Yeah. Looking for. Oh. Ha! What? Oh, oh, he hit his head. Oh my god. So oh my, this is such a weird scenario. He forgot he's a police, that's why he's trying to Monty. He forgot he's a police, that's why he's trying to. Okay, this is, oh my god. He's become a thief because he's forgotten he's a police. So, and he's thinking that as long as he's, oh, that is why he's saying that I'm remembering little by little as I'm doing more robbery, because he always tries to go for Lupin. And it's probably like a subconscious thing that he's feeling that, oh, I'll probably get to my answer. As long as I keep doing the robbery, and not even realizing that he was a police officer. Oh, these are the ones who hit him. Oh my god. They're like, oh, we can use this. Yeah? Save your life? Vakov and Said Yoga. Oh. Wow. And Zenigata's like, wait a minute, something's coming to me. Yeah, something's coming to me. If I keep doing this, I remember. I can't wait to see his face when he realizes he was a police officer. No. Oh lord. Oh my god. Oh god, wow. Monieta. Monity. Oh, Zenigata. Monieta. Oh god. Oh, what a troublesome situation. Yeah. Ah, okay, okay. True. Yeah. He doesn't even realize that he's using Lupin's skills for the beat him to the punch. Okay. Okay. Polnia. Okay. He's even doing the whole call card thing, you know? Oh damn. The anime chop instantly make the other person go unconscious. What the hell is this guy? What are you wearing? Oh my god. Okay. Oh! Nice. Are they gonna meet like, oh no, this will be hilarious. They're gonna meet like this. Why are they over here? These two ladies? I'm guessing that's his wife. Ooh. What? Oh my god. I think one was done by Zenigata, another one was done by Rupan. Oh no. Yep. Wait, you have two of them, like each grab one. Oh, go on. And Goivan just wants to cut thing, you know? What the hell is this? He's coming back. His memory is coming back. It's like, ah. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Oh, here we go. Oh, oh no. Uh, here we go. Yes. It's like, oh, what is this? What is this feeling? My hand moved on its own. Oh. Well, yeah. Oh, they kept it with them. We're getting philosophical now. Oh, Run. Okay, he's still not remembered completely. He's like, Lupin, stop! There you go, he remembers now. Wow. Yep. Oh god. Well, he's never gonna come back again. I guess. Lot in common. This is so. Imagine this. This. Oh. Oh no. Oh god. Well. Springer survived. Oh my god. Rupan is like, yeah. He's like, thank God he's not a thief anymore. Like having a competition like that is way more troublesome than him just trying to arrest me. Oh, okay. This was this episode was funny. Oh my God. All right, that's it. So, this is a funny episode. Like, okay, the first thing is like we see these criminals them actually robbing the place, and as soon as I saw those eyebrows, I was like, yep, this is Zenigata. I was like, why is he here? I don't know, but this must be him. Like I remember those eyebrows anywhere. And yeah, it's actually him. So the question comes up, why is he doing this? Like at that moment we did not know what's going on. So obviously the first the first suspicion we would all have, that even Goemon and like his crew, like Rupan had the suspicion that he's trying to do this because excuse me, he's tricking us. He's trying to trick us to put our guards down, and then he'll grab us. So that would be like the obvious conclusion everyone comes to seeing this type of a situation, because he did that before as well. Tried to get Rupan's guard down, trying to trick him. But we're still not sure at that moment if that's the reason why. Uh, so yeah, now there's a few odd things at that moment that I kind of noticed about Zenigata. That's why I was still not sure if he's actually like why is he doing it. For example, number one, he didn't react to Lupin. Like even if he is doing the whole the whole robbery and everything, he would at least react to Lupin. He didn't even react to him. And number two was he was not talking to Rupan at all, like nothing. So for a moment, it kind of made me think that, oh, maybe this is not Zenigata. Maybe this is actually someone else who is pretending to be Zenigata. So that came in my head. But later on, we kind of get our answer why he's acting like this, because he's amnesiac. He doesn't remember anything. That's why even after seeing Rupan, he's not really reacting at all. Okay, so we begin the episode with Rupan and his crew talking about how like there's nothing, like like no intervention is like happening in the jobs. No one's interfering because like Zenigata has not come. Like the police chases and everything has become way too easy. We're playing this game in easy mode now. It was in hard mode before, but it's become easy because Zenigata is not here. So they're like, yeah, what the hell is going on? Like when and Goemon comes in with his own deduction, he's like, oh, maybe he resigned or something because he, after losing so much, he became like a wandering sage or something like that. And Lupin's like, maybe he's been pursuing the greatest thief of the world. That's why. Okay, so next we get to the city where they have come before. Goemon asks, why are we here? We've come here before. So Rupan says, like, because there's a lot of loot to be taken from here. There's like a few targets he talks about. First of all, the Yevgeny Bank. Yevgeny Bank, yeah. Kraken House jewelry shop where they recycle and sell on stolen wares. And then there is the famous one-winged Venus, an authentic piece from the time of Palavini dynasty. Okay. Acquired by a previous mayor as a spoil of war. So there's like three main targets which are like very lucrative. Like those are like very nice source of loot. So first they go for the bank, I think, yeah. And Lupin is ready with everything, like with the glider thing. He jumps from the hot air balloon, and Goemon is ready to stop the everyone, all the oh no, not the bank, sorry. They were actually gunning for one of the mafias. Yeah, mafia money, like one of the mafias in the car. They were trying to get that. Okay, yeah, that's what they were doing. So before they were able to get their hands on him, Zenigata and his crew, at that moment they did not know it was Zenigata. The whole the spiky tire thing that they do, cut puncture the tire of the cars. That like that thing they do it that the car's tires get punctured. They are able to get that guy, that mafia guy, and while all of this was happening, Rupan realizes that someone is on the glider and going in the opposite direction, and he looks at him and he's like, what the hell, this is Zenigata. So yeah, at that moment he wasn't able to think of much, but when he gets down, he's like, he told everyone, he's like, yeah, someone like Zenigata, like it must be Zenigata, he's actually doing this. And I don't know why, but yeah, so they're like, yeah, it makes sense, the execution was clockwork, it was fully planned out, and he's actually using your methods to get the whole thing. So Lupin's like, why is he copying my act? And obviously, like I said, the most probable conclusion that everyone would come to in a situation like this is they're actually trying to lower our guard, then they'll get us. And Goemon says that. But then they're like, all right, you know what, let's go to the jewelry shop, the Kraken House jewelry shop, and let's try to get that before Zenigata does that. But as soon as they go, they see that Zenigata and his crew is already there. So Lupin gets in, just boldly gets in, and he's like, oh, what are you doing, Zenigata? Like, why, what's up with this? Are you trying to get me? Are you trying to trick me into lowering my guard or something? Now I was so suspicious here because Zenigata doesn't even talk, he's keeping quiet. So for a moment I thought maybe this is someone else in Zenigata's disguise who's trying to frame him or something. But either way, he doesn't talk much. He grabs the thing and like that guy, the owner guy, he clicked the panic button. So before anything happens, they get out of there. So there you go, and Goemon helps them out of that mess. And then they're like, okay, like that was that. This time we are going to get it. So I love the fact, like I love Goemon's deduction in this episode. He says that Goemon deduces like he has fallen from grace, dismissed from the force due to his lack of results, but with no other way of earning a living, he could only think of using our methods to make money. Oh god, like Goemon and his deductions. So Lupin is like, all right, let's see. This time we're going to get the one winged Venus. So they do the whole thing. The electricity is gone. Lupin tries to come in from top. But oh boy, once again, the one winged Venus has been taken by Zenigata's crew. And, they get it again. Thankfully, this time, Jigen and Goemon were ready. Jigen just shot the two other guys who were Zenigata's partner, one of the guys, and Goemon cuts off the other guy's handles of the bike, or not bike, sorry, the snowmobile. And the police captures them, and they realize that yeah, they're not from the police force, so something else is going on. After that, Lupin tries to follow Zenigata, and he jumps on top of the snowmobile. And as soon as he talks, I was like, okay, so this is Zenigata, it's not someone else. So then why is he not reacting at all? And so here, Lupin says that, so why are you doing this? And he says like, okay, I'm doing this because I want to find something. And still at this moment, we did not know he was amnesiac. And he says like, I must absolutely find it. And then when he suddenly says, so hey thief, what's your name? I'm like, oh my god, so he actually has forgotten everything. And little by little, it actually came to me, the whole situation. Like, little by little, as I see this scene, and little by little, I realize, like, what the hell is the problem with this whole scenario? It is actually that, like, everything, like, kind of starts fitting into the proper pieces. Like, the puzzle starts to become complete as soon as we get to know that he's amnesiac. So we get to know that he says that I'm trying to find something important. Obviously, something important means his memory. And he thinks that doing all of these big heists, these like this thievery, this robbery, doing the bigger these things he does, the closer he is to remembering his whole identity, what type of person he is, and like an important thing in his life is getting closer to remember it. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so ironic. Because it is true, like all his life that he does is just try to get Lupin. Throughout his whole life, that's all he has done. All the time, he always tries to follow Lupin, tries to get him, and like 90% of his life is just Lupin. So doing all of these, this robbery and everything, that's what he has always done. So as they say, like when people lose their memory, going to familiar places, doing familiar things might sometimes jog your memory, and it brings in everything, everything that you've forgotten, it comes back little by little. So the similar thing is happening here. All his life, all he has done is follow and try to get Lupin. He has studied Lupin, he studied the way Lupin does his robberies. Everything he has done is to capture Lupin. So since he has all his life, that's all he has done. Now doing all of this is making him realize that yeah, I'm getting closer to getting my memory back. Just like how an amnesiac patient gets whenever they do something that is familiar that they've always done, they get closer to getting their memory back, and that's what's happening. And he's like, yeah, I'm getting my memory back little by little like this. So that's why I'm doing all of this, and I feel like I will be very close to my answer. It's so ironic that as a police officer, he's actually doing these type of criminal acts because he wants to remember who he was. Oh god, like 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 what can I say? This is a weird scenario. And Lupin also realizes what the hell is going on, and he's like, so that's what's happening. So we see then after that, Zenigata runs away. Not runs away, but using the snowmobile goes away. and Rupan falls on the snow. And then we get to see that Zenigata is alone drinking, and we get a little flashback where we get to see that Zenigata was struck by these two by a car, and they rescued him after that. But he forgot his, everything. He forgot his memory went away. So that's why he was like, who the hell am I? I don't have my ID with me, so I don't even know. Later on, we get to know that these guys are the one who snagged the ID. They are the ones who kept it with them. As we see, later on in the end, in their belongings, the ID was there. So I don't know what they were trying to accomplish. Oh, probably because he was a police officer. That's why, this is what happened. They hit him. He fell down and he became amnesiac. And they realized that, and they were like, oh, we can't just leave this guy here all alone, so let us take him, and kind of did a little bit of medical, thing on him, made him okay. And then they were like, do you remember anything? And he was like, no, I don't remember. And obviously they cannot just give the whole ID back, because as soon as he realizes he's a police officer, the first thing he's going to do is arrest these two. So after realizing that they have an opportunity to gain some more money, they decided to actually tell him that, oh, I'm sure you remember, help us out now because we saved your life. And after that, the next job that they went to, it went swimmingly well, and they realized, like, my god, this guy actually knows how to steal. He knows how, these different techniques and everything. So they were probably going to use him once for a job, but they decided to keep doing all these different robberies and heists with him and take advantage of the situation more and gain more money. And they were like, why don't we continue doing this? And Zenigata was also like, yeah, I feel like the more difficult job I'm doing, the more I'm remembering things. And they were like, yeah, perfect, let's go and do more difficult job and more money. And everyone was happy, Zenigata was happy because he's getting to remember stuff little by little, remembering, while these guys were happy because it's more money. And they decide to call him Monity, or Monieta. Yeah, in Japanese, Monieta. So he's like, yes, perfect for me, that's the perfect name. And yeah, that's how all of this happened. After that, we see Zenigata being like, yeah, I'm still going to continue even if I'm alone. So after that, we see Lupin is drinking, and Lupin is like, what the hell? That's what actually happened. This is such a weird scenario. And he's like, Lupin's like, you know what? I just can't leave this whole situation alone. And when Zenigata calls him soft, he's like, no, not because of that, but because, he's an amateur thief. He actually, was able to go ahead of me 2 times and nab the loot in front of me. So I'm not going to let that happen. And that's why, I'm going to grab the loot before he can this time. So the next target, a rich man called Volhynia. He has these 2 eyes of Romanovs, and obviously that is the biggest hint as to where Zenigata is going to next. He even sent a call card written Monty or Monieta, and so they're like, yes, let's do it, and Zenigata will be there. So we get to the next part where where Zenigata is in the mansion. Lupin is also trying to get in the mansion, trying to get the thing, and both of them in their own ways. Zenigata kind of tricks them and gets in, while Lupin is able to use the grapple hook and get on top, and both of them go into the air vents. Both of them come down. Lupin throws like an anesthetic from top, while Zenigata throws like a smoke bomb from the bottom. Everyone's knocked out. Both of them come and confront each other face to face. Both have a gas mask on their face, and they're like, yeah, I'm going to get the the eye, the Moniata, no, what was it called, the Romani, yeah, those jewels. There's 2 of them, so each gets 1. And they run away. Zenigata's so happy. Zenigata says, yes, Lupin, I did it, I defeated you. And then he's like, wait a minute, why did I say that? That sounds familiar. And Lupin is like, my god, like what the hell? And like this is the thing, like the main thing here is like it's not that he's a police officer or something. He just wants to defeat Lupin in any way possible, you know. Like this was just like a game of like, you know, like both of them robbed something and Zenigata was able to kind of go ahead of him. So in a way he did defeat him, even though he's not a police officer. He defeated him in robbery, you know, like in his place of expertise. So he's happy to just defeat Lupin. So I don't know, I feel like later on in the future a time will come when both Lupin and Zenigata will retire. Zenigata won't be a police officer anymore, Lupin won't be a thief anymore, and then they'll just meet each other every weekend and do random competitions. I don't know, like random stuff, you know, like random competitions, and just like, you know, try to defeat each other. That'll be the end of Lupin and Zenigata. Each of them has retired and they're just, I don't know, like playing rock paper scissors to see who's able to defeat who. Oh my god, I feel like that'll be the end of these two. That's how it's going to end. That'll be hilarious because he just wants to defeat Lupin in any way possible. Like that's his whole thing. And he's like, yes, I finally defeated you. And little by little he's like, why am I feeling happy? Like, you know, what's going on? I'm remembering stuff. And then the final, like, you know, thing came. What can I say? Like, you know, the final section was when he actually realized what's going on. Is when Lupin trips and Zenigata's handcuffs comes out of his coat pocket, and he sees that, and he sees Lupin, and automatically his hand gets the handcuff and puts it on Lupin's hand. And he's like, what is this? Why did I do this? Pure muscle memory. This is pure muscle memory. And he's like, I don't remember, like, why am I doing this? Like, what's going on? And this scene was so funny. Like, you know, both of Lupin is like this, and Zenigata is like, you know, the handcuff in his hand. There's like a little music playing in the background, and he's like, you, have we met before? Oh god, I don't know why, but this scene is so funny. It reminds me of one of those rom-com. What was it? Oh, it reminds me of Your Name, you know? The scene in the end where both of them kind of like, you know, like cross each other's path and both of them look at each other. That's basically this. Zenigata's like, have we met somewhere? And Lupin is just like, you know, his mouth is shut, he don't know what to say. Oh god. And yeah, and later on we get to see that these guys, the two like, you know, the thieves, they kept the thing, the ID, the police ID with him. So again, like, Zenigata still not remembered everything. And then he's like, where's the eyes of Romanovs? And he sees that Lupin has handcuffed him or leg cuffed him. He falls down on his face. Lupin gets both of the treasures and he's like, yes, I found it, I won. And Lupin just leaves and he's like, see you later, Pops. And here is where Zenigata remembers everything that Lupin has done. A little bit too late, you know, like now he has been leg cuffed, so he can't do anything. So yeah, and he, like, you know, he just screams, Lupin! Oh god. And yeah, so later on we get to see that it's so funny. This part is that the reporter and everyone is like, they're like kind of saying like, oh, like, you know, Monty was here the last time he was seen, he's over here, we saw, like, you know, we don't know who Monty is, but his methods are so much like Lupin, so it must be Lupin in disguise. It was another one of his, like, you know, tricks. And like, you know, we have called like the ICPO to investigate this, you know. And like, this scene was so funny where Zenigata was actually talking about this whole scenario while he was the one who actually did all of this. He says like, I don't remember, my memory is hazy, but I will get Lupin. This time he ran away, next time I won't let him get away. So, like, you know, and then again he just screams Lupin, and Lupin and Zenigata and everyone is just watching this. And Goemon says that spring has come. Everything is normal. And Lupin's like, yes, you're a hell of a thief. You used my own techniques onto me and defeated me. Yeah. And Lupin is like, yes. And he did get the treasure by the end of it. Yeah, everything ends in a positive note. Then he got remembered everything, and now everything will be normal. So there you go. I feel like Arupan was more concerned about the fact that he's like, you know what? Like, like if Zenigata becomes a thief, that'll be way more troublesome than the whole scenario situation currently. Like he's a police now. It'll be way more troublesome than when he tries to arrest me if he actually becomes a thief. So yeah, let Pops do what he's like, like what he usually does. That is try to arrest me. I don't need any more other competition. So yeah, that's where it ended. A really good episode. I loved this one. So yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching. This was my reaction to Lupin the Third Part 5, episode number 19 and 20. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. That is it. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next week with 2 more episodes of Lupin the Third. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.